This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. These are 8 business stories that we're following today, and thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Again, each episode, unless they're an interview with a third person, with a third party, is 2 to 3 minutes, generally maximum. Once in a while, we go a bit longer, but we're trying to give you the news in a concise fashion and things that are interesting. So first, Congressional Budget Office increased the 2024 deficit projection up 27% to nearly $2 trillion. Again, that's the CBO, nonpartisan CBO. As we often say, debt kills nations, companies, and families. This is a debacle. I quite frankly give Jessica Cole of Becker's Healthcare tremendous credit for managing the debt in our company tremendously well. We also try and do so at the household level. Jess is my partner in business, not my partner in life, but just does a fantastic job there. At home, we try and manage it as well. This concept of unsustainable debt is a disaster for companies, for countries, for families. The U.S. is no exception. Second, NVIDIA knocked it out of the park yesterday. It's now the #1 market cap company in America, with Microsoft number 2, Apple number 3. That reversed entirely yesterday. Yesterday started with Apple number 1, Microsoft number 2, NVIDIA number 3. By the end of the day, NVIDIA number 1, Microsoft, then Apple. Third, the markets rose again yesterday. Bitcoin dropped below 65,000. NVIDIA jumped 3.5%. Oil is surging again, and cannabis stocks can't seem to get high or higher. They're a little bit stuck in the mud. The 10-year Treasury is down to about 4.23% or so. The fourth story we're following today, the Becker's Healthcare, Spine, Orthopedic, and Pain Management Conference kicks off tomorrow. Fantastic work by the Becker's team. We'll have Jerry Rice and Dawn Staley speaking there. Separately, thrilled to have 2 of my partners from McGuire Woods, Gretchen Townsend and Tim Fry, speaking on healthcare legal issues. Finally, I'll give a talk on 15 key healthcare trends that we'll also publish here and at Becker's Healthcare's podcast. Fifth, there's a new bill being proposed by Senator Warren and Senator Markey that would essentially criminalize certain conduct by PE executives, send them to jail for hospital mismanagement. Sort of a ridiculous bill, but it comes out of some of the experience that was had out in Massachusetts with Steward Healthcare and nationally. Sixth, younger investors are less focused on the core stock market and more focused on alternative assets than the prior generation, crypto, real estate, private equity, and other types of things. Seventh story we're following today, Hargreaves Lansdown has received a $5.4 billion euro proposal from CVC Advisors, again, a back consortium. Just another story about the roll-up of stuff going on in private equity and in general. So that's that story. Eighth, great for me yesterday to visit with the brilliant CEO of Regent Surgical Health, funded by TowerBrook, Travis Messina. Also brilliant to visit with Robert Caslew, the CEO of Trinity Health Michigan, a brilliant leader at a great system. And Dr. Nisha Mehta, who talks to us regularly. She runs a platform called Physician Side Gigs, which has become incredibly popular. She's a brilliant leader and thinker, so great to visit with her too. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast today. Thank you very, very much.